Yeah, Jackie, quite the way for SmackDown to go off the air. And Sami Zayn, I mean, what is there to say? You won the Battle Royal.
I'm sorry. Let's expand on what you just said there. Just top of your little statement there. What a way to go off SmackDown. What do you mean by that? What exactly do you mean by how we went off the air on SmackDown? Could you just please elaborate by what you meant?
Well, you won the Battle Royale
and
earned the opportunity
to
take on Roman Reigns for the Universal title. But then it was announced that Brock Lesnar returns next week.
Right. What a way to go off the air. Sami Zayn gets one of the biggest wins of his entire career. Beats how many? 18 men? 20 men? How many men were in that match? Oh, you don't know. No one knows. No one knows. No one has answers. But instead of going off on a career highlight for a generational talent like Sami Zayn, who has been oppressed, who has been marginalized, who has been cast aside for months, years, conveniently, we find airtime to make the blockbuster announcement for Brock Lesnar's return. As if Brock Lesnar hasn't had enough television time. As if Brock Lesnar hasn't had enough hype. They need to step on my moment. Every week, I keep saying how there's a conspiracy against me. I don't even need to say anything anymore, because it is clear as day to anybody with two eyes at this point, the deliberate attacks, constant, on Sami Zayn. But it's fine. It's fine. I just need a minute to come down from that, because I have to focus on the other part of your statement, which is I am now next in line for Roman Reigns. The Universal Championship. Oh, you know about that one, right? Yeah, you're nodding your head. This is something we don't get in WWE very often. This is going to be redemption. This is going to be justice after all that I have been put through for so long. I promise you this, when Sami Zayn finally takes on Roman Reigns, whenever that may be, I will finally have redemption. It's going to be great.
Well, guys, it will certainly be interesting to see what's next for Sami Zayn.
No. It's going to be great, not interesting. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be redemption. It's going to actually mean something. Can you not just let that sit? Or do you have to throw an innocuous little quip after? Can you just talk about how great it is? We go off on that, please? Please? Please?
Jackie and Matt, it's going to be great to see what's next
Sami
for
Zayn's redemption!
Zayn. Jackie and Matt, we all saw what happened out there between Charlotte Flair and Toni Storm. And Toni, I have to ask, what was your reaction to what Charlotte Flair did to you out there tonight?
Needless to say, I'm in Charlotte's head now. She didn't have to do all this. She could have just walked away, but no, she stayed and she embarrassed me. But you know what? Here's some Toni Storm trivia for you. I actually don't get embarrassed. But you know what's going to be embarrassing? It's for her, when I take her SmackDown Women's Championship.
All right, it takes a lot to get Toni Storm down, because she's clearly confident even after what happened tonight, Jackie and Matt.
Hey guys, it's me, Kayla Braxton, backstage of Friday Night SmackDown. We just went off air and I had the honor to make the big announcement about Brock Lesnar's suspension being lifted and his return next week on Friday Night SmackDown. And now I'm here with WWE official Adam Pearce. And I've got to ask, how do you feel now that I've made this announcement in front of the entire WWE universe?
You said that was an honor.
Yes.
And in the same sentence, you refer to me as a WWE official and then ask me how it is I feel about your honor, your announcement. Brock's coming back next week. Well, I'll just be honest with you. As a WWE official, it would have been nice to have been clued into something that big. Now, I'm not going to argue with you or lie or denigrate Brock Lesnar in any way. He's one of the biggest stars in our industry. We all are aware of that. By the same token, Kayla, what he did was monumental in a completely negative way. He put his hands on me. He put his hands on a cameraman. He put everybody at risk. So you ask me now, he's coming back next week, and how do I react to that? How do I react to that? How do I feel about that? How would you feel about that? You blindsided me out there, and I'm not blaming you. Don't get me wrong. But if you're going to look me in the eyes and ask me how I feel about it, I think it sucks. I think it sucks. So I'm going to have to walk these halls, and I'm going to have to stare Brock Lesnar in the eye, and he's going to look at me and know that I took a big chunk out of his wallet and sent him home. And now he's back, and you're asking me how I feel about that. I'm going to go and figure out how I feel about that. Is that okay with you? Thank you for your time.
Well, he sure has a lot to figure out ahead of next week, but I can speak for, I'm sure, a few people looking forward to Brock Lesnar's return to Friday Night SmackDown. Back to you guys.
Fire!